Okay. Hello, friends. So I wanted to put together a video of a couple of questions and me answering them about the world race. So I asked on Instagram if anybody had any questions, and I had some people send in some questions to my direct messages, and so I'm going to be answering a couple of those questions today. If you have any more questions about the world race after watching this video, or about my experiences, you can message them to me or comment or whatever, or just ask me if you see me. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna look up the questions. I'm gonna look up the questions on my phone. Okay, so question number 1. So that's a really hard question. I feel like I loved all the countries that I went to for different reasons. So, well, I did love every country that I went to for different reasons. Okay, I will answer this 2 ways. One that I just visited and didn't do ministry in, and then one that I did do ministry and would like to go back to. So, honestly, like, if I could go back to all of them, that would be amazing. This is a really hard question. But for, like, to go back to for ministry, it would have to be either Vietnam or Bulgaria. Yeah, the ministry was really great. The culture was really cool in both of those places. And I just felt really connected there both times, like in both of those countries and with both of those ministries. So those would be my top 2. And then in terms of just places to visit, because I went to a couple places just like on a whim. Jeez, this is a hard one. I want to say Kosovo because I didn't really get to see any of it. I was like, I count that I went there because technically I like stood on Kosovo soil, but we were only like at a rest stop for like half an hour. The rest of the time we were just driving through, but that still counts more than going to an airport in my opinion. So so probably Kosovo because I didn't really get to experience that at all. Other than that, maybe Rome or Montenegro because, or maybe Greece, I don't know. Greece I got to go to for a weekend. It was really cool, but we were in Thessaloniki, and I would love to go to the picturesque Santorini. Or Rome because I only got to see a couple of things while I was there, and we were only, honestly, I was only out of the airport for like 5 hours. So I would love to go back there. And then Montenegro was just gorgeous. So beautiful. If you've never heard of Montenegro, look it up, and I have a video on it. So those are those answers. I would definitely say that I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for everybody. Like, I have a friend who probably the world race just wouldn't be for her, so I wouldn't tell her, oh my gosh, you should go on the world race, because I don't think she would thrive. But definitely for certain people that I know, I think they would like love it and they would do really well on the world race. But it's definitely not for everybody, and you should know what you're getting into because it's not just ministry. It's a lot about community and like working on things in your own heart and life just as much as it is about ministry and, you know, pouring into others. So yeah, so I would recommend it, but it would definitely be like a case-by-case basis. I wouldn't say that everybody should go on the world race because you might not thrive, and if you're not thriving, what's the point in going? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break from this video because my friend from the world race, actually her name is Janabelle, she's about to call me and we're gonna FaceTime, and my battery on my camera is about to die, so we need to charge it, and I'll be back later. So I'm back. I FaceTimed with my friend and I'm gonna finish answering these questions. My little brother is in the background walking around. This is his room. I'm just in it. So man, jeez, that's hard. I'd say one that like was really funny, I like died laughing for like a long time, was we were in Zimbabwe and we went to Victoria Falls for the weekend, and my team and I were staying at this church, and we were outside just sitting around in chairs playing these games because we didn't really have anything to do. There was no Wi-Fi and nothing to do really, and so we were playing psychiatrist, and we did different rounds of the game. If you don't know what psychiatrist is, it's basically where at least one person doesn't know what's going on during the game, and you all have the same issue, and the person that's the psychiatrist has to figure out what your issue is. And so in the normal version, you are pretending to be the person to your right or to your left, one of the two. And this time we did one where so the psychiatrist asks you all questions, and you answer as if you're that other person. So if I was sitting next to my friend Janabelle and my friend Lindsay said, "Hey, Kiki, what's your favorite color?" then I would think, what's Janabelle's favorite color? And then I would answer as if I was Janabelle. So that's hard to explain, but that's how it works if you don't know. And so we were playing this, and we did a round where there was a hot seat, and whoever was in the hot seat is the one that we were answering for. So if you answer the question wrong for the other person, so like if I say Janabelle's favorite color is pink but her favorite color is orange, then Janabelle will say psychiatrist because she knows it's wrong, and we all get up and we move to different seats. So it throws off the flow of it, and then you're answering for the new person that's on your right side or your left side. I think it's right. So that's how the game is played. So we were doing a round where whoever's in the hot seat, and this changes throughout the game because you yell psychiatrist and a different person moves into that seat. So whoever's in the hot seat, everyone is answering as if they're that person. So my friend Sarah, who is Guatemalan, I am like all over the place. This is really hard to film. My friend Sarah, who's Guatemalan, was in the hot seat. And my friend Brandon was asked, "What's your uncle's name?" And so he was answering as if he was Sarah. So he thought of the most stereotypical Hispanic name that he could think of, and that's what he said. And I think it was like, what was it? It was like Pedro or Juan or something very Hispanic. And we all expected her to say psychiatrist because Brandon answered wrong, because we were like, there's no way Brandon guessed that right. He doesn't know her uncle's names. And a few seconds later, we were waiting for her to say psychiatrist, and she never said psychiatrist, meaning that she actually had an uncle with that name. And it's not funny when you explain it, but it's still funny in the moment. So yeah, that was probably one of my like funniest moments on the race. So yeah. Question number 4. Challenges about being on the road race. You pretty much never get alone time, and if you do, it's literally like you're in a room full of people, but you have your headphones in and you're like concentrating on something by yourself. So that's really hard about being on the race, especially for people that are like introverts or like just like need like alone time. So yeah, that was definitely difficult. I have gum in my mouth. So yeah, that's definitely like a difficult part, is never getting alone time. I guess like the usual, like missing home sometimes, missing the comforts of being home in your home state or home country. And like conflicts with people, but so with that comes feedback. Sometimes feedback can become challenging, but most of the time if you have a healthy team and you like know how to give positive and constructive feedback in a healthy manner, then you're good to go. Okay, next question. So in India we met a girl named well, maybe I should not say their names just in case for their privacy reasons. We met a girl in India. She was really sweet. She was working with the organization we were working with. We will call her Ella. And she was just super cool. We got to hang out with her a little bit here and there. And yeah, just get to know her a little bit. That was really cool. And then we also had a guy that would always come and pick us up and take us in his tuk-tuk, which is also an auto. Basically like a taxi in India. And he was really cool. And I'm not going to say his name either, but he was really awesome. So that was cool. Nepal. We met a lot of cool people in Nepal that worked with the organization slash family that we were working with that month. So that was really cool. Yeah, a lot of people there. In Vietnam, we made a lot of really good friends that month, but two of them that we taught English to were like, we were really, really close with them, and they were two guys. They were really cool. If you watch any of my previous vlogs from Vietnam, you'll definitely see at least one of them, actually both of them. If you watch the one where we went to like a waterfall, that one has one of them, and if you watch the one from our amusement park, the Disney World of Vietnam, they're in that one. And then our beach goodbye party video from Vietnam, all of our friends are in that one too. So yeah, Vietnam was a cool month. Cambodia, just all the kids we got to meet. Our hosts were amazing. Yeah, it was like a really cool month. And then the people that we're working with, our hosts that month, were like parent figures to us, and we got to like pour into them and they got to pour into us, and it was really cool. And so we still keep in contact with them. Thailand, I think the like strongest connection I made that month was with the girl at the local 7-Eleven, because 7-Eleven is everywhere in Thailand. So there's a 7-Eleven like literally right down the street from us, and we would go there all the time. And I can't even remember her name, but she was super sweet, and I loved just getting to see her every day and, you know, just be kind to her. She didn't know a ton of English, but it was just really cool to get to know her. Then in Albania, the kids that we met that month were incredible. I loved them. I missed them so much. In Macedonia, we met some friends who were also in Macedonia for missions, but they were of a different church than we are. So they're with the Church of the Latter-day Saints, and so they were there for that, for their mission for that. But yeah, that was really cool to meet them, and yeah, just get to hang out with them that month. They became like good friends of ours that month. We would see them all the time just walking around, so that was cool. Bulgaria. Bulgaria was really cool. I would say our hosts and just the kids that we got to work with that month, they were amazing. It was a really cool month. I want to go back there so bad. Zimbabwe, we had some friends with the organization that we were working with. Lisa, Vitalis, Aaron, yeah, they were all cool. Mason, just really cool people. Swaziland, the family that we worked with that month, shoot, I can't even remember their names. They were just really cool, and it was cool to meet their family and hear about their story. And yeah, and then our host in South Africa was really cool, and the people that worked with the organization we were working with, again, I say that in like every month, they were really cool. We met this girl named Nicole. Yeah, we met a lot of cool people that month. So yeah, it was just all around a good year. Met lots of cool people. Yeah, it was good. So those are all the questions I have. Yeah, so some of them were asked by a couple of people, so I just kind of combined them into the same question or similar questions, so I just kind of answered the same way. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm still working on putting together a video of like a montage of all my favorite moments of the year, so that will be up as soon as I get it finished. And I'm going to PSL, which is Project Searchlight, which is in Atlanta, Georgia, well, outside of Atlanta, in Gainesville, Georgia, where we had our training camp in a few days, and I'm so excited. And I'm going to be vlogging that with my friend Meg, who's road tripping with me, and I'm going to stop along the way to see some friends, and it's going to be really great. And Jay just came in the room, and I apologize for my sick voice that you can barely understand me, but yeah. So that's all, and bye.